Hi, this is Jen Wall. I'm an instructional technology integration specialist in Central New York. And in this session, I'm going to show you some Gmail settings for teachers. Our lesson objectives today are must-haves in your Gmail, how to create color-coded labels, filters for classroom and Google Meet notifications, and how to create a signature. To access the settings in Gmail, you're going to select the gear icon in the top right-hand corner and select See All Settings under the Quick Settings tab. Double check to make sure that the General tab is highlighted and in blue. Underneath this tab, we have a few options that I think are must-haves. The first one is to undo send. Send cancellation period can be set to 5, 10, 20, or 30 seconds. If you select 30 seconds, that gives you a 30-second window to undo an email that you did not mean to send. Directly underneath the undo send is default reply behavior. Confirm in your settings that reply is the one that's checked. If you have reply all selected, that means that you might email an entire building your response to a prompt. At the very bottom of this section, there is my picture. This is your Google profile icon, which is housed up here in the top right-hand corner. If you would like to change your profile picture, you're going to select About Me. You're going to click over the top of your profile picture, and this will allow you to change your profile picture by uploading a photo from your computer or by selecting one from the Your Photos location in Google Drive. Once you have changed your settings in the General tab, don't forget to scroll all the way down to the very bottom to hit Save Changes. To create color-coded labels in the settings of your Gmail, we're going to select the Label tab at the top of the screen. This gives you system labels and whether or not they are shown in the label list. The label list is located on the far left-hand side of your inbox. If you would like to show features, you're going to click where it says Show. So for example, when I click Show, my star becomes visible on the left-hand side of my inbox. If you don't want these features to be seen, you're going to select Hide, so they are hidden from view. So this is your personal preference of if you would like to show or hide some of these pre-created labels in your Gmail. At the very bottom of this field, you have the ability to create a new label. In Gmail, labels are the same as a folder. So you can see that I have crafted my own labels based on what I use most frequently in this email account. This first label is for Google Classroom. The second one's for District Office Correspondence. To create a new label, I'm going to select Create New Label. I'm going to type in the name of my label based on how I want to organize my email, and I'm going to select Create. Once this label has been created, I have the option to show it in the task on the left-hand side. I can hide it, or I can select Show if unread. Once my label has been created, I can come over to the label bar on the left-hand side, hover over the 3 dots for more options, and select Change Label Color. So now anything in my inbox will have a corresponding tag to the corresponding colors of the labels on the left-hand side. To label an email, you're going to select the box next to the name of your sender. You're going to come up here to either of these two icons. This icon here labels an email and keeps it in your inbox. So if I select this, and I select that I want it to go under Tech Tips, I can select Apply. This will now attach the label to this email. You can additionally remove this email from your inbox and put it into one of the labeled folders. So to do this, I would click Move To, select Tech Tips, and now you'll notice that that email is removed from my inbox and it will show up here in Tech Tips. If you're receiving endless notifications from Google Classroom or Google Meet, you can create a filter where these notifications are automatically moved to a label that you have created. To do this, in the settings of your Gmail, you're going to select Filters and Blocked Addresses. At the bottom, you're going to select Create a New Filter. In the From section, to create a filter for Google Meet notifications, you're going to use the email meetings-no-reply@google.com. When I select Create Filter, I'm going to choose 3 options. I'm going to select Skip the Inbox. I'm going to apply the label of Google Meet. And I'm also going to apply this to 6 matching conversations that are currently in my inbox. When I create this filter, what's going to happen is if a notification comes in from a Google Meet recording that has ended, it will immediately be sent to the label Meet in the left-hand side of the label list. It will never reach my inbox. Similarly, if you would like to set up a notification filter for Google Classroom notifications, you can select Create a New Filter. You can use the generic handle classroom.google.com and select Create Filter. Again, you can skip the inbox, apply it to a label that you have created called Classroom, and you can apply it to 21 matching conversations if you'd like. Once you create this filter, any emails coming in from a Google Classroom notification will automatically be housed here in my Classroom label. It will never reach my inbox. To create an email signature for use in Gmail, I'm going to start in Google Docs so that I have a little bit more access to formatting. I'm going to select Insert Table, and I'm going to do 2 cells next to each other. I'm going to manipulate the cells so that one side is larger than the other, and I'm going to type in my credentials. And include my email. I like using this character, which is the button above the enter for a space. I can also add my Twitter handle. I can go to Twitter. Right, so my Twitter handle is twitter.com/MrsWall2. I can copy this and I can create this as a quick link using the keyboard command Control K. Then I'm pasting my link here. So if people were to click on this link, they would be taken to my Twitter. If people click on this link, they can email me directly. I can also include a phone number, a cell phone number, an extension, whatever your preferences are. I can also change the colors easily and make them bold. Maybe you want them to match your district's colors. In this box here, I'm going to insert an image of a district logo, or perhaps a picture of myself, or maybe I want to use my Bitmoji. So for these purposes, I'm going to use the Solvay Union Free School District logo. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change the border color of my text box. I'm going to highlight my table. I'm going to do a right mouse click, scroll down, and I'm going to select Table Properties from the list. I'm going to change the table border to white so that it becomes transparent and it looks like it's gone. I'm also going to select in the right side of the table and hit the down arrow to showcase the line on the far right side, this one right here. This gives me the ability to change the color if I'd like, and I can match it to my font. I can also change the border weight of this line to maybe 1.5 to make it a little bit thicker. so that we have this designation to show a separation between our logo and my email signature. Maybe I want to center it a little bit better here. So after I have this all set the way I'd like it, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to use the keyboard command Control-C to copy. I'm going to head over to my Gmail settings. I'm going to select General, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. If you don't have a signature established, you're going to have to create a new one. Once the cursor appears in the box on the right-hand side, you can use the keyboard command Control-V, which is to paste it in. And then you can also determine that new emails receive a certain signature. So for all emails that I send, I'm going to include my signature. And on reply or forward emails, I'm going to use that no signature has been established. Once this is set, I have to scroll all the way down to the bottom and make sure that you hit Save Changes.